For level 5 and 6 students who are returning to the business school, we will be able to help them really move on from the basic introduction to academic skills. And what they really need to do as soon as possible, because time goes so quickly, is to make sure that they fully understood Harvard referencing, that they've got the right academic style, and now what they need is better powers of critical evaluation and analysis.
Although all students will get skills training within their modules, they will also need extra skills training from us. So we run regular workshops, we run drop-in one-to-one sessions.
I'm the personal skills tutor within the business school, and I offer one-to-one confidential appointments for all business school students who, for whatever reason, may be struggling with their studies. Say perhaps they've got something going on outside in their personal life, or they've come into university and are not settling, and they can come along, have a chat, talk through what's going on for them, find out what options they've got, and be helped to make a decision and get the support that they need.
I really didn't know there was any support available on helping you with like writing it, structuring it, things like that. And I think that would have been the main thing that would have come in really handy, and hopefully it could have got me some better grades in some essays that I did.
Especially if you've been out on a work placement, you might be a little bit rusty. So you might need to return to some workshops to make sure that you've got all the skills you need. And for international students, or for students who have come directly into our final year, it's important too to make sure that they've got the skills they need, because our staff will be expecting that they would have level 6 academic skills.
Pre-masters, yeah. And when did you... We try to make the workshops as interactive as possible, because we feel as educationalists that the most important thing that students can do in terms of their education is engage with staff and engage with other students and interact in terms of discussions, in terms of exchanging ideas, and we certainly encourage that in the workshops, but we're also trying to get constantly from students feedback about the kind of issues and problems that are worrying them, so that we can help them address them effectively.
It doesn't matter if they have any trouble or not, it's worth visiting ASU frequently, because every time we learn something new.
Help you with the skills that you personally think are your weaknesses. So no, we're not here just for failing students, we're here for everybody who wants to improve their skills and make the most of their time here in the business school.
Or somewhere else. Welcome back, final year students, and a big hello to any direct entry students that are just joining the business school. I'm part of Graduate Futures, which is the university's graduate jobs and careers network. And our aim is to support you in being successful in whatever you choose to go on and do after your studies here. Striking that balance, there's going to be a lot of working hard. Obviously you want to get those good grades, but also make sure you keep some time spare for keeping one eye on what's going to happen next summer after you finish. For those of you who have an idea of what you want to do and the kind of employers or organisations or courses that you want to go on and do, just take some time early on now this term to find out when closing dates are. Sometimes when we get busy with assignment deadlines, it can be easy to miss some of those. Websites such as Milkround and Prospects are very good at giving an overview of when those deadlines come round, so I'd encourage you to sign up for those. But also take time out to start practicing things like interview skills and aptitude tests, which employers are using more and more and tend to come up pretty early on in the recruitment process.
By visiting Graduate Futures in the last couple of days and weeks, I've improved greatly in terms of my CV preparation and my cover letter, and how to tailor-make these cover letter and the CV to the particular job description. I think it's been a worthwhile of visiting them.
For those of you who are maybe not so sure of what your plans are going to be or what kind of jobs you might want to go for, take some time out to come along to one of the drop-ins that I offer. Come and have a chat, confidential space where you can talk through your ideas, and also make use of the employer presentations and the careers fair that will be taking place in November. Really just grab every opportunity, but as I say, keep it in balance with all the hard work that you need to put in as well, and really just stay in contact with Graduate Futures throughout your final year.
Club de Haviland is your on-site bar and entertainment area. Whether you want to come for a drink with friends, have a bite to eat, or perhaps just relax, this is the place to come. There's a range of different things that you can do here, anything from playing a game of pool to watching the sports on a huge screen. Also, we're happy to help any student that has any event they want to organise, such as graduation parties, birthday parties, comedy nights. We're happy to help.
There's loads of stuff that goes on at uni, and you know, I'd never done certain things before. I thought, oh, I'm not doing that, that sounds really weird. And I wish some of the things that were available to me then, that I'd actually done them.
I was involved in the student union as well, actually. It was a lot of fun, and it's a good way to meet people as well, actually, so if you're shy, like me.
Student Support and Guidance Office, or SSG, provides administrative and academic support and is the place to go with any issues or questions you might encounter while a student at the University of Hertfordshire Business School.
If we need to speak with module leaders or tutors, this place, you know, they'll tell you exactly where to go when you have coursework that needs to be handed in or that needs to be given back. SSG is the place to get that and to get your grades, and if you need anything, any help regarding your modules, they'll always tell you exactly who to go to.
We also deal with routine queries such as filling in forms, withdrawals or transfers, module changes, late enrolment or examination queries. Look on our website or drop in during our opening hours. There's no appointment necessary. Student Support offers you confidential advice and information on many issues to assist you through your time at university. We care about our students, and with our support services we want to ensure you make the most of your time at university.
As returning students, you'll notice quite a few changes as we've carried on with our programme of service improvements. To find out more about those, have a look on StudyNet on the Information Hertfordshire pages. So whether you're looking for somewhere to have a chat with some fellow students, or whether you need to access the internet and use our computing facilities, or whether you need a group study space where you can work together, the LRCs have all those available to you, so make the most of them.
As a returning student, make sure you look at iSpy on StudyNet. They're bite-sized tutorials which will help you develop your information skills, and the research skills tutorial will guide you through to finding and using the best information for your assignments.
Although books are good, any lecturer will tell you they take a few years to get published, so the best thing is to go and use the journals because they're kept more up to date and you can find hundreds of them in there, whereas you could spend hours looking for one textbook. So go and use the electronic journals, and then you can access them from home or anywhere.
My grades jumped hugely in the final year through using journals rather than just books.
So it's important that when you're doing your research for your assignments, you do that thoroughly and you use a wide range of information resources.
The best piece of advice that I was given was to go straight on to the refresher sessions that the LRC has, which helps you to use databases and journals. That literally within 10 minutes solved 2 years of me not understanding how to use them.
And there have been studies, academic studies, that have shown that students who are more efficient in their information use can find information effectively, can use it effectively, get better grades. So you could end up with a better degree.
I wish I could go back to university now. I'd do so many things differently.
What I would do differently would be play more football. I used to only play about 5 times a week. You can't play enough football.
Wow, if I had the chance to go back to university now, what would I do differently?
When I was at university, I think I took too much advantage of the social opportunities and way too little advantage of the study opportunities. I mean, you never found me in the library. I was always somewhere else.
I probably wouldn't play women's rugby again. Had one go at that. I was a bit of a wimp, I have to say, and stuck with being social secretary for the rest of the time, which made the remaining couple of years brilliant. That was really good.
I didn't realise the importance of a lot of the skills that I now actually teach students. So in a sense, I think I'm very I'm very motivated to make sure that the students I teach now don't make the same mistake as I did.
I think if I was going to do something differently, it would certainly be something to do with my dissertation. I know what it's like to write a bad dissertation, which is why I can advise students to write good ones, I think. Mine was awful when I look at it now.
And there is a lot of things here in terms of support. We never had an academic skills unit when I was at university, many years ago. And I wish we had, really, because they do such a great thing, and there's like workshops that they do and everything, which is great, and they're very friendly. When I went to university, they just weren't friendly like that.
Go to lectures. That's a good thing. Do you know what? That's the hardest thing, I guess, if you've got a 9 o'clock lecture and you always juggle stuff when you're a student, don't you? You're feeling a bit crap, or you've got work to do, so you think, right, what can I let go so I can get this done? What can I let go so I can go out? What can I let go so I can get this assignment finished? So you think, all right, I won't go to that lecture tomorrow because it means I can work later tonight or party later, whichever you want.
I think what I'd do differently, actually, is I would learn how to cook, because for the first year, all I did was eat bird's eye menu master meals, which were really boring and quite expensive, actually, and everybody who could cook ate good food and didn't get as fat as me.
I always hauled my arse into lectures, always, no matter how rough I was, and it was just brilliant because I did pick up a lot, and I saw my mates as well, and I made them go in, even though they were hanging, I made them go in.
But I did know how to cook, I still do.
See, so if you've got a body shape like mine, don't learn how to cook.
If
body shape like Nika's.
Good job they're showing me from...
Yeah. Good job they found a seat for me. That's my advice anyway.
Oh, did you film that?
Yeah, that was filmed.
Lovely. That's it then.
We can do an outtake. We can be an outtake, can't we?
That was your outtake.
Okay, no, that was our outtake, okay.